What's good, squad? My name is Alan, or as my enemies refer to me, a Dark Knight, if you know, you know. And I am the researcher at Melanin Gamers. Melanin Gamers is a gaming community with the goal of bringing more diversity and inclusion in the gaming industry, with a special focus on content creators. And today we are here to talk about Resident Evil 8. Yes, I said it. I'm gonna say it again. Resident Evil 8. My first impressions on the game, from the pros and the cons and hopefully everything in between. This video is mainly to give you my opinions on Resident Evil 8 and the direction the franchise has taken in the past and going on into the future. These clips are not exactly spoiler free, so since the content I'm going to be showing you is about 2.5 hours in, I'm going to say big spoiler warning. Or mildly spicy, not really big spicy warning. But anyway, also as I make this video, I have not completed the game, so please, any kind of theories or kind of questions I may have, or any kind of speculations I may have through the video, but trust me, it's just pure speculation on my behalf. But without further ado, let's get into it. Like, as you know, this game was developed and published by Capcom, and it sits within the Resident Evil franchise. Obviously, the game story carries on from Resident Evil 7 with the protagonist Ethan Winters, his wife Mia, and new addition to the family, Winters family, Rosemary.
There you go, sweetheart. Don't you worry. I'll be right downstairs.
Then it all goes horribly wrong when Chris does this.
Chris? What the hell?
Sorry, Ethan.
No! What? Why?
In the beginning of the game, Chris has some explaining to do, obviously. Then Ethan and Rosemary are kidnapped by Chris's squad, and then Ethan's transport conveniently crashes and is stranded in the outskirts of the village.
Where the hell am I?
I would assume it's set somewhere in Eastern Europe, but you know, it wouldn't be a horror game if there wasn't like some kind of the prefix wasn't with the, like the gate, the house at the end of the lane, the TV, the door, like. But anyway, he then finds out that his daughter is being held by the bad guys, you know, Mother Miranda and the 4 lords of the village. And I can assume, you know, which you already know, most of you already know which one of the 4 lords are. But anyway, their objective is to sacrifice the child for, you know, I don't know, ultimate power, or I don't know, what do bad guys sacrifice things for? But anyway, you know, God's appeasement, I don't know. But you know, in typical Resident Evil fashion, you know, this installment feels a little bit more supernatural leaning with the Lycans and the vampires. But in the great words of Arthur C. Clarke, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Essentially, it's supernatural until you get the science explaining why they can survive getting their head blown off with a gunshot, why they can get their feet blown off with landmines, or why Lady Demiscu is oh so thick. Seriously, Resident Evil fans, we are a pretty thirsty bunch. I mean, I've even heard that there is a mod out there that can undress her. Like, people move quick. But anyway, which is absolutely disgusting, and I need to make sure that I need to know where it is so I can avoid it. And others like it. Moving on. Honestly though, the antagonists I find them more interesting than Ethan Winters, because maybe I'm just thirsty. I mean, who knows? But on that note, I'm not gonna show you pictures of Lady D. She's mine and mine alone. Just saying. But Ethan Winters is a man on a mission. Aside from him being vanilla in like every way possible, he has the most insane pain tolerance I've ever seen in any kind of character, and this is including Doomguy and Master Chief. And the drive he has is something out of this world. I mean, they don't shy away from him being sliced and diced in ways which make me just gasp. Like, look.
Shit! Like I'd let you get away. You'll be sliced to ribbons before you ever see that child. You will learn what it means to insult House Domitresk. Don't waste my time. Running will get you nowhere!
Good. Man, screw this castle.
So, but I will put respect on Ethan's name. He can take a serious beating. Plus, whatever they put in that green medkit bottle, it can cure cancer. It can reverse time. It can cure world hunger. Like, yo, what can that bottle not do? That's the real question. Okay, onto a serious topic. When it came to the diversity in Resident Evil, it's always been a sore spot for me. Because, on one hand, this game has been whitewashed forever. And what makes it worse is that there have been opportunities in the game to diversify the cast in later installments. Like, for example, Sheva Aloma is like the camel that broke the straw that broke the camel's back for me. In Resident Evil, it was literally set up. It was, you had Chris, who's a main staple character from the Resident Evil franchise, and you obviously need Chris, or Leon, or Jill. You need one of the three, right? Or what you call it? What's his name? Bill Byrne. Whoa! With his gun Matilda. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. But back to seriousness. Like in Resident Evil 5, which was literally set up for Chris, they traveled to a fictional country in Africa, and he needed a local from the Global Task Force to tackle the bioweapons, or the BSAA. So, what better time would it have been to introduce a strong female black lead, like in the franchise? Like, it wouldn't have been in our face, like them trying to be diverse at the last minute. It would have been perfectly, like, it would have fit in from a narrative point of view and from a mechanical point of view. Like, the stars had aligned. Instead, we got Shefra Lomha, who's like the personification of everything that's bad when it comes to the media representing black people. Like, I don't know how light-skinned she can get. She was so light-skinned. She was basically white. But they tried to pawn her off as like as a local of Africa. And I'm not saying that there can't be like white South Africans or not Africans, but I'm saying this was a time when they could have introduced a strong black lead. I mean, they have so many other white women in this franchise. Like, would it hurt to have like a Puerto Rican or a black or a Chinese, like anything else? But I don't know. That's just from, I've had this game for a very long time, this franchise, and it's very close to my heart. So I'm always on two sides about it. But I'm just getting really sick and tired of this like white savior narrative that they just keep on peddling. It's just getting really old. So I'm always in two minds about it. So far, the game plays really well on last gen, which is what I'm playing on, because these pagan scalpers out here are just being pagans and they won't let me get my hands on the next gen system. And it's all because of the system that's in play. The story is also pretty good. So far, especially Lady D and her daughters. Like, damn, the characters are great. Hey, guys, seriously, I didn't write this script, and, you know, it's Resident Evil 8. Everybody's thirsting over Lady D. Man's trying to make bread, don't blame me. But where the game really shines is the ambiance of the game. It's really good, and it's one of those things that I love. I hate that I love it, because the creaks in the floorboard, the snapping of the branches, the rattling of the window shutter, or the short interval of time it takes for the camera to adjust from a bright environment to a dark environment, that momentary blindness, it's all deliberate, and I hate and love it. And if you don't, and it just makes me feel on edge, like there's someone always behind me, like there's someone gonna jump out, and I'm on, like, it's that my heart beats here. And let me just give you an example right here.
waiting for so long. I'd make a much better daughter than Rose. Please, won't you stay with me forever?
What? Wait, where's my gun?
Finally, Resident Evil 8 feels like a cross between Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 4, which are two of the most critically acclaimed games of the franchise. I believe Resident Evil 4 won Game of the Year, and Resident Evil 7 was pretty good because it managed to bring back the fans for that survival horror element, because Resident Evil 6 was, let's all be honest, it was just pretty much an action game. Like, and Resident Evil 7, don't even get me started on the boulder punching Chris, okay? So let's not even go there. So both of these games, they've combined it into Resident Evil 8, and I think this is a winning formula here, because it's really good, and I really enjoyed it. I have to keep my inventory on check, my bullets in check, and like I said, the ambience makes me feel like I'm constantly on edge. This is a winner. So that's all from me, folks. Those were my opinions on Resident Evil 8. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel to keep you posted. Leave a like and a comment. Let us know what you think so we can tailor our content for you. But until then, peace out, Empty Squad, and enjoy Resident Evil Village.